Assalamualaikum and very good morning. Today we are going to discuss about genetics intervention in life. So, what is genetic intervention? Basically, genetic interventions are that which include transgenic engineering, gene editing, and other forms of genome modification aimed at altering the information in the genetic code. These practices are rapidly increasing in power and scale alongside recent advancement in science and technologies. So, this is the introduction. The cells of a human being or other organism have part called genes that control the chemical reactions in the cell that make it grow and function and ultimately determine the growth and function of the organism. An organism inherits some genes from each parent, and thus the parents pass on certain traits to their offspring. Gene therapy and genetic engineering are two closely related technologies that involve altering the genetic material of organism. The distinction between the two is based on purpose. Gene therapy seeks to alter genes to correct genetic defects and thus prevent or cure genetic disease. Genetic engineering aims to modify the genes to enhance the capabilities of the organism beyond what is normal.
Hello everyone, my name is Afiqah and I will be explaining to you the ethical issues surrounding genetic intervention. Ethical controversy surrounds possible use of both of these technologies in plants, non-human animals and humans, particularly with genetic engineering. For instance, one wonders whether it would be proper to tinker with human genes to make people able to outperform the greatest Olympic athletes or much smarter than Einstein. Let me show you the comparison between the therapeutic engineering and enhancement engineering. So, for therapeutic engineering occurs when genetic interventions are used to rectify diseases or deficiencies, while in contrast, enhancement engineering attempts extend traits or capacities beyond their normal levels.
Hello, my name is Nurin, so I will continue about ethical issues surrounding genetic intervention. Gene therapy for a particular disease, like Parkinson's, involves ethical principles worked out for other diseases. The major ethical issues for gene therapy are safety, efficacy, informed consent, and allocation of resources. Yet, genetic engineering raises emotions and fears that might cause resistance to gene therapies. Looking at these technologies in a postmodern perspective helps one to appreciate the issues at stake in social and cultural change with a new technology such as gene therapy. While modern technology and ethics have focused on the autonomy of the individual, we are beginning to see a lessening of such emphasis on individualism and autonomy and more emphasis on the health of the population. Such a social change could cause technologies about which society may currently be cautious to become more acceptable or even expected.
Hello, my name is Noor Hajarani, and I'm going to tell you about major ethical issues. It involves safety, non-maleficence, efficacy, beneficence, informed consent, autonomy, and allocation of resources justice, which means there are four major ethical issues. I'm only gonna explain the first two. First of all, safety non-malfeasance is ethical category of non-malfeasance represents the doctor's attempt to avoid any act or treatment plan that will harm the patient or violate the patient's trust, and has been popularized in the phrase "first do no harm." Non-malfeasance is supported through confidentiality and prevention. Next major ethical issue is the efficacy or Beneficence. The principle of beneficence is the obligation of physicians to act for the benefit of the patient and supports a number of moral rules to protect and defend the right of others, prevent harm, remove conditions that will cause harm, help person with disabilities, and rescue person in danger. And now let's go to the next law presented by one of my group members.
Hello everyone, I am Shahril and I'll be continuing the major ethical issues like informed consent, autonomy. One of the central tenets of informed consent, as identified by Faden and Beauchamp, is the idea of autonomous actions on the part of the person making a consent decision. An autonomous action is that which is performed intentionally, with understanding and without controlling influences. Allocation of resources, justice. The ethical justification for developing and providing the means to reduce the burden of disease in developing countries is self-evident. Nevertheless, those who pursue these laudable ends encounter ethical dilemmas at every turn. The development of new interventions requires testing with human subjects, an activity fraught with controversy since the dawn of scientific medicine, especially problematic with poor and vulnerable participants in developing countries. That's all from us. Thank you.